Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Baker Mayfield and the Tennessee Titans versus Aaron Rodgers and the Cleveland Browns.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for a long period.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Pushes past him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
On the option, this is Mayfield. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Mayfield. That's good for a 10.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Browns nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the one interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 10 yards.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
On the play. First down, Cleveland.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. But it'll be second down. Throw again. Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's third down.
Third down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Yards to go.
Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Good. That keeps the score Titans 3, Browns nothing.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shop.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Derrick Henry shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They run with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
Complete to Rashard Higgins. An 8-yard pickup.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
A run here with Dearness Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
This is the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the run, this is Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Mayfield on play action. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Hunt. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the delay, here's Hunt. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
4 yards on the pickups. 2nd down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him. Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Parkey is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Our game here featuring the top 2 running backs in the NFL last year in terms of yardage. And Derrick Henry on the carry there. He was the NFL leader at 1,540. But if you remember Nick Chubb, he thought he was going to win the title on the final day, but wound up settling for 2nd, just 46 yards behind Henry. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And some room to work. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Mayfield to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Yeah. Titans 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 30.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Brown.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Peoples-Jones. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dearness Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he's got it up and through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Henry on the carry.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Draw play. This is Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Kelly. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. again, sets him up first and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of
12 more yards there and another first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
It's third down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he completes it to Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers again now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and
again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6.
complete.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for a Browns Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. As the first half is winding down, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 29, Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Jared Goff, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Alvin Kamara, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Hunt. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. It's a gain of 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They run with Hunt. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incomplete.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They run again with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Humphreys. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A first down carry for Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He stiff arms him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. On first down, it's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now the second down throw on target. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Ball carrier.
Desmond King making the tackle.
26-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll run again with Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now parking for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. First down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run with Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
On 1st down, Henry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Oh, look at this. Down on the field still. That's Derrick Henry, the running back. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
20.
Mayfield now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Kelly. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
The keeper. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Browns, 1
throwing. Mayfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's complete. Hooper. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 42 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it here with Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jarvis Landry, helmet back on and ready to go. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit, because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 43.
Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Hunt on the draw play. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Denzel.
Now Mayfield. His throw incomplete. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's covered by Denzel Ward.
4th down, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Hunt.
At the 5-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns add on to their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mayfield on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Joshua Kelly is running back, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Mayfield uses the stiff arm. Over the middle to Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Adrian Claiborne just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
At the 1-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Malcolm Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. from the gun. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Ernest Johnson, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Cleveland Browns taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our...
Justin Tucker.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Johnson now returning. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
He was trying to get it to Kadarrell Hodge, but it's going to be second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big score.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Recovered by the...
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he completes it to Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The 20. 10. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
By the Ravens.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on
throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Are you serious?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers quickly into the hands of Beckham. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings us 2nd and goal.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago. 9 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this one through the uprights and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Sione Taki. A 6-yard pickup brings up
a shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning it, Johnson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And how about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. It's taken to the 26. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28. Browns 14.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice a
day. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Jackson on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Chuck Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's fielded at the 34.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Well, the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. They'll look to run with Edwards. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Forward.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Now Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And here's Jackson on the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Miles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Ravens 45, Browns 14.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Ravens have got it.
Tavon Young. Lamar Jackson.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
At their own 20.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
And now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Over the middle here to Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. 28-10, the final. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
At the 32-yard line.
Jackson's going to look to run it. The quick feet by Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
49-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
45-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
gain of 9. Brings up
From the 29, Rodgers. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the cover.
Throwing again. Rodgers. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And now running right through him. Oh, there he does it again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. They run again on first down. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Ravens have got it.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning it in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go, I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
21-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
52. Browns 17.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 43.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Cut the lead down to 28. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They run it again with Chubb. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40. They find some open field here. And he's into the clear. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
With the 48-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
On the counter, it's Edwards. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Carrier. He was brought down by Malcolm Smith. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Jackson going to run.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
Browns 31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Rodgers again now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Complete to Kareem Hunt. It's a game.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. No, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
He was covered by Patrick.
And again, it's Rodgers. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. From
the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat. But this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half. And now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Again, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
Here comes Johnson on the return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Rodgers now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That keeps the score. Ravens 60.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He was brought down by Malcolm Smith. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.